Since you have lived in a monastery, how much you pulled from that experience personally as well?
Yeah.
The things that unfold or the issues that happen between the monks.
That's right. There is some. It's deeper than what I can say. It's that I had an intuitive knowing how a monastic might respond. The always being, quote unquote, on when you're with lay people, the beings. I just knew what that was and I didn't have to think about it. Mm-hmm. And also, it's easy for us to think that in a monastery everything is calm. And particularly a Buddhist monastery and everybody's meditating and they're peaceful. Well, it's not so. Now, the degree of acrimony that happens in here is not typical. It really is more intense, much more intense here. This was at the first schism in the Buddha's order, indeed, historically speaking. So it was intense. But yeah, monasteries are human. People are human beings there. So yeah, and I did draw on it. It gave me a sense of ease with what I was writing about that I wouldn't have had if I hadn't lived in monasteries.
So things like the fact that they didn't eat after noon.
Oh yes, this is historically accurate.
That was true for that time as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, those quote unquote rules that I put in here are based on the Vinaya, the discipline that began in the Buddha's era, and I will say it's still carried on now in Theravadan monasteries. Buddha, they're closest to the Buddhist tradition. Absolutely, they don't eat afternoon. They don't eat again until the next morning. Right.
And how about the animals? I know you had some kind of cuckoo that you listed there too. Was that a bird that you
Absolutely.
knew?
No, I didn't know that. That's part of my research. But the link with that cuckoo and how it augured good monsoon coming.
Yes.
That's true. That's a part of Indian folklore. So I did that research to just make it feel like we were really there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you must have learned so much about India.
I learned a lot.
Well, when you were reading, I didn't catch this when I read it, but when you were reading and I'm visualizing, you said that monk was considering to squat and pee.
That's right.
And I'm wondering, have you ever seen monks?
The reason why, this is really
good. Because they're wearing robes?
The reason why is that, and I will tell you, been advised, Stephen Batchelor has been so helpful to me. So I sent, early on as I was writing, I had lots of questions, and I thought maybe he'd think I'm nuts, I'm asking some really ridiculously small questions, and he came back and answered with other things, and one of the things I didn't ask him, because it never occurred to me, squatting and peeing sounded... Yeah. Never even occurred to me. Stephen pointed out, he said, you know what, this is a no-zipper culture. And that is the way they did it. And in fact, some still will do it these days. That's a good point. Other people have questioned that too, and I would never have thought of it. And so I'm just really indebted to him for his support, his help and support, yeah.